All right. What's up out there to all of my fellow gold diggers? This is your girl Rita, also known as the self proclaimed gold digger. If this is your first time to my channel, welcome. I am so glad to have you. But if you are a fellow gold digger, welcome back. Y'all know I love and I appreciate each and every one of you. It is time once again for Tipsy Tuesday. We are going to be getting into a recap of this first half of the year that has went by so fast. Before we do that, y'all, I always have to check my social media accounts just to make sure we are good on all fronts and everything. So give me just a moment to make sure everything is okay. Good there. And I'm going to check one other. Let me check one other place and make sure we are good. All right. If you are new, okay, we're good there too. All right. So let's go ahead and get into it. If you are new to Tipsy Tuesday, basically what we do is we take some sips as I share some tips. And tonight I'm sipping on one of my favorite beverages. So this does have some alcohol in it this time around. I know I've been sipping water. I've been doing really good sipping water. I do have an alcoholic beverage tonight, but you do not have to have anything alcoholic. You don't even have to sip anything, but you can do whatever you want, but it'll probably make you a little bit more comfortable if you just sit back and relax and everything. So we just take some sips as I share some tips. Tonight's tips, I'm just going to be talking about what has been going on this first half of the year, giving you a recap of that kind of thing, whether in my business as well as in my personal life. So I'm going to update you on that. I do have a couple of church announcements before I get into it, but before I do the church announcements, y'all, I have been neglectful. I have not been doing the Tipsy Tuesday song. I know I didn't do it last week. I don't know if I did it this time before. So I wanted to make sure I did the Tipsy Tuesday song. So here we go. If you know it, you can sing along. Tip, 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 Tipsy Tuesday. Tip, 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 Tipsy Tuesday. Tip, 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 Tipsy Tuesday. Get your tips and pass the dues. Say tip, 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 Tipsy Tuesday. So usually once I sing that song, that is your official welcome as well as your introduction to Tipsy Tuesday. All right, so church announcements, y'all. If you have been following the channel, y'all know on this past Saturday, no, not this past Saturday, the Saturday, it's been a couple of weeks now, I introduced a new segment called Small Business Saturday. It's part of the Side Hustle Saturday segment, so Small Business Saturday. Shout out to Mr. Jason Mahoney, my brother from another mother. He was my first official guest on Small Business Saturday. So if you have not checked out that video, Jason was dropping some gems about how he got started in business and some tips that he would give to anyone who is looking into starting or opening up their own business or who are entrepreneurs or already have their business. Okay. He has an organization called Crafted to Motivate, where he pretty much gives business coaching as well as offers business services to small business owners and entrepreneurs. So tap into him. I also did another video where I kind of did a quick recap of the main takeaways from that video. So if you haven't seen either one of those videos, please be sure to check it out. It is definitely some good information who are trying to have their own business. Okay. All right. Now, other church announcement. First and foremost, I want to say thank y'all so much. Thank you to everyone who has been rocking with me on my channel, to all my fellow gold diggers. I love and I appreciate y'all so much, more than y'all know. Y'all, I am so close, so close to hitting 4,000 subscribers. So if you are watching this, whether you're watching live or watching the replay, and you're not subscribed to my channel, if you have checked out any of my content and you have found any of it helpful, you have enjoyed it, you have laughed with me, you may have even smiled, whatever. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do so I can hit 4,000 subscribers. I'm hoping to hit that milestone this week, and I would appreciate your help in doing so. Now, if you are already subscribed, once again, thank you to each and every one of you. But also, please make sure you're liking the video, sharing the video, as well as sharing my channel to anyone you think might can benefit from it. Okay, so on here we talk about it's life tips, but it's mainly like business tips, money tips, like dealing with your finances, that kind of thing, how you can make more money. But I am talking about you setting goals, achieving goals, helping you to stay on course to reach your goals. And I talk about the mistakes I've made and the ways that I have missed the mark. And that's kind of, I won't say that's going to be what this video is, but because sometimes we tend to focus on that, and I know people like negative stuff too, but I am going to do a recap of this particular year. Okay, so those were your church announcements. We're going to get into this video. I'm not trying to hold y'all long because your girl, like I said, I'm drinking something a little bit stronger tonight because your girl is off work. I'm off duty until Monday. Okay. So I plan to really enjoy myself and have a good time and relax and catch up on some stuff and just take care of myself. So yeah, so that's what's going on right about now. But let me see. I see I have a couple of comments. What's up, Ann? So good to see you. She says hello. And then she also says, congratulations. Thank you. You have made such a positive impact on me. Oh, thank you, Ann. That means a lot to me. I really, really, truly appreciate that. Y'all, I just want to help as many people as possible when it comes to their money, finances, business, career, that kind of thing, and make sure you are doing everything that you possibly can so that you can achieve success. That's all I want. I want all of us to win. I want all of us to be phenomenal and awesome and just, achieve all of our goals. And that's why I have, I'm called the Gold Digger, or I gave myself the moniker of Gold Digger Chick because I'm just going after my goals. But all right, let's go ahead and get into tonight's topic. Y'all, can y'all believe that over half of the year is over? Like, we are halfway through the year. It seems like the year has really flown by. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I feel like the year has really flown by, and I'm trying not to be hard on myself. So that is one thing. As I was preparing for this video, I'm like, I don't want to come up here and talk about all the things that I still need to do, even though there are things that I still need to do. I'm trying to be reflective and mindful and appreciative of the things that I have been able to achieve, but also, being mindful of the things that might not have turned out the way that I wanted them to, but at the same time, not trying to be too hard on myself or whatever. But yeah, the year has flown by. I know at the top of the year, we set these goals and we set what they call New Year's resolutions. And I think people have gotten away from setting New Year's resolutions, or at least calling them New Year's resolutions. Like, I think people have gotten away from it because they keep disappointing themselves, and it's okay because we're not doing what we're supposed to do or what we thought we were going to do. So then we start saying, well, I don't have New Year's resolutions, or I don't make New Year's resolutions. But all a New Year's resolution is a goal. It's something that you want to achieve. And I feel as an individual, as a person, you should always be striving to achieve something, trying to reach a goal. Now, that is not to say not to be content with what you already have or what you already achieved. So there is a delicate balance that you must have. Like, you have to be grateful for the things that you've been able to accomplish, as well as be grateful for the things that you have. But at the same time, when you set goals or resolutions, you also realize and are aware that there are other things that I can obtain. There are other successes that I can achieve if I feel so motivated or if I want to do so. And it doesn't have to be anything, grand or big or anything like that by anyone's, like, by the world standards or whatever. Like, I want to be, something by the world standards might be, I want to be a millionaire. Like, it doesn't have to be anything grand. It could just be like, hey, I want to be able to, make an extra $20 a week or something like that. It doesn't have to be grand. So I know sometimes we some of our goals are dictated about by what society has showed us our goals should be, or I should have this new car, I should have this new house, that kind of thing. I'm not talking about those kinds of goals. I'm talking about those goals that are personal to you, that you want to achieve and that you want to see, just because you want to be better in life. You want to better yourself. And I think as people, all of us want to kind of be better, or there are areas that we can improve upon, or there's something, I don't know. I just feel like I'm always constantly, there's room for improvement. And like I said, it's a delicate balance, because at the same time, you don't want to be like, I'm not good enough, or there's always something wrong with me. Like, that's not the mindset that you should have or should want to have, because then that's more of a negative mindset. But at the same time, you should realize, hey, I am who I am in this moment. I'm content with who I am. I'm grateful for the things that I have. I'm grateful for the people who are in my life or whatever. But there's also something more that I would like to see, or there's something new that I would like to discover. I think it could be two things can be true at the same time. Like, I realize that, hey, this is who I am, but hey, this is also who I'm trying to be and striving to be, but also being happy with the person that you are and enjoying the journey of getting to the person that you want to be. I hope that makes sense, y'all. I hope that makes sense. Because I think sometimes if we get too set on one or the other, it causes us, if we're too set on like, hey, I'm not good enough, or whatever, that's the negative. And then if you're too set on like, I gotta go achieve all that stuff, then you can be kind of too ambitious and miss out on the things that are right before your eyes and the things that you should be enjoying in the moment. So that's all I'm trying to say. But anyway, so half the year is gone, and I'm going to give you some updates on my business life as well as my personal life. So these are, and if you have been joining the lives, the Tipsy Tuesday, some of the stuff you may already know, or I've mentioned here and there, that kind of thing. So you might know some of the more personal stuff. I don't always talk about the personal stuff on a regular basis, but anyway, so some of the business updates. So I know a lot of you follow my channel because of me being the side hustle queen, or doing all these different side hustles. And I was doing notary work and mystery shopping. Those were the two main ones, as of a couple of years ago. So probably since 2021 up until 2023, those were kind of like my main side hustles, and that I would talk about on this particular channel. Now, mystery shopping, y'all already know. Your girl is pretty much not doing that hardly ever. I say that, but yet here I am. Like this week, I have some mystery shops. I did a couple of mystery shops last week or whatever. But honestly, I am not doing it like I was before. And it is so sporadic, it's so in between, that I can't even say I'm doing it on a regular or consistent basis. And I am realizing too that, not that it was my passion, but I shouldn't say this because it sounds bad. I don't care about it as much as I did before. And the reason why I know I don't care about it as much is because I easily forget it. And usually if something is not important to you, you will easily forget it. Even though you might want to be committed to the thing, or you might really want to do the thing. Sometimes life shows you like the stuff that's commonly forgotten or easily forgotten, and you don't have any memory issues or anything like that. That's something totally different. It's probably not something of importance to you anymore. It's probably not something that is forefront in your mind anymore. Something else has taken precedence over it. Something else is, more important to you. And I'm realizing, and that's not to say anything is bad or wrong with mystery shopping, but there are other things that have taken precedence over the mystery shopping. And that's why it can, even when I do have, like I find myself, even when I do sign up for jobs, I'm easily forgetting about it. I'm easily easily forgetting about them and what I'm supposed to do. And it's not to say that they are not important. Like, they're just not important to me or they're not as important to me in the moment as they were a couple of years ago. And yeah, I'm realizing that because I don't give it the same care and concern when it comes, and when I say care and concern, I'm talking about care and concern in making sure it gets executed. Because like I forget about it, and then it's like, oh shoot, I got this mystery shop tomorrow that I totally forgot about. And it's not because I'm busy doing other mystery shops or anything like that. It's just I forgot about it. Other things have taken precedence in my mind, in my life, that it has just fallen, it's just not as important as it was before. Okay. So as much as I want to do mystery shopping, and this is the great thing about mystery shopping, as much as I would like to do mystery shopping, as easy as it is, as rewarding as it is, like getting free stuff or making some extra money, as easy as it is, and it is really, really easy, it's just not as important to me anymore, and I'm not as concerned about it anymore, which is bad. And I think that's, like, I keep grabbing these easy jobs, and that's the other thing that's made me realize, like, you're getting these easy jobs, like you're getting the jobs that are so doggone straightforward. You can't mess them up unless you tried. But it's like I'm forgetting about them, and I'm like, this is an easy job. How did I forget about this easy, simple job? And I'm realizing too, hey, it's just something that is not as important in my life anymore. All right, so let's see. I see I have a couple questions. I'm also going to take a sip. All right, let's. And my internet is going out. Okay, hold on. Okay, there we go. And Ken says, so true. When I was in high school, every January I would say it's the new me. It is the new you, and Ken. It is a new you. You are constantly evolving. We just don't evolve at the rate that we think we should be evolving. Like, we want to be this brand new person so quick. So, like, we set these arbitrary timelines on ourselves. And what we don't realize is that, yes, we are growing into the new person, or we are working to be this new person, or we are wanting to be this new person, but it's going to take a little bit of time because that old person is still hanging around. These old habits that we have are still, they are still kind of heavy on us, and it's going to take a while for us to become this new version of ourselves that we want to be. So yeah, it's the new you. It just don't look like how you thought it was going to look, or you didn't always do the things you thought you were going to do, but still you're growing and evolving. I feel like as long as you're taking steps towards changing or becoming this new individual, or doing these new things, or achieving these new things, then you're growing, you're evolving. We just don't always move at the pace that we think we should be moving at. That's just the only thing. Like, we think we're supposed to be moving at like sonic speed or whatever, and we more like Susie the Sloth, going really, really slow. And Ken also says that never worked out. I like who I am now. Just want to improve. Yes. Yeah. So just be making changes to get to a better version of you. All right. What's up, April? April says, hello to everyone. Good to see you, April. April is the mystery shopping queen. April is still doing, well, I won't say still doing. April does mystery shopping full time. So April, like, I know you don't want to be on camera because of mystery shopping, but that might be your lane. You could start a YouTube channel for that. Ann Ken says some things are just for a season. It's okay. Thank you, Ann Ken. Yeah, and I guess that's what the mystery shopping is turning out to be. It's for a season, and I won't even say that. One of the things I love about the mystery shopping, though, too, is the fact that it is flexible and you can get in and get out whenever you feel like it. Like I shared with y'all, I originally started doing mystery shopping, like over, my daughter is 17. So I did it when I was home with her, like when she was 1. So like 16 years ago was when I first started doing mystery shopping, when I was still in school and had her and stuff. And then, yeah, I just did it for like a year. And then once I got back into school, I didn't have time to do it. I think I did a few like here and there, but as my schedule got busier, I just didn't have time to do it. And then also, once I was back in school, I had other ways to make money as well. So it fell off. And then I didn't pick it back up until 2021, which at that time, she probably was, 13, 14 years old. So, I can pick it up again, and I've been out the game over 10 years, 12 years, and I can just jump back into it and be able to do it. So I like, that's what I like about it. It's just so flexible. And I feel like these are just things that I have in like my little toolkit. Like, it's like if things really go wrong, if things if things just really go left, I know that I can pick up mystery shopping and be able to do this and make some money, get some food, I won't say free food, but you get reimbursed or whatever, but you gotta wait like a month or so. But it's like, I know I can be able to do this thing and just bring in some extra money, bring in some extra cash, get a meal for myself or whatever. So I do like it because of that. April says, we've all forgotten a shop before. Yes, April, but this is like bad. My husband, he was talking about me. He was like, oh my gosh, how did you forget this? He was like, this is one of the easiest shops. And he just started doing these. Like, I've been telling him about these shops for a long time. Like, I'm like, these are easy because I love to do them or whatever. And he hadn't done it. He hadn't done one of these probably since, I think he just started like maybe a few months ago. And he was like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you messed up this easy shop, or you forgot about this easy shop or whatever. And I was like, well, I was like, I know I did. I forgot about it or whatever. And then and it's not just me forgetting the shop. Like, even, so this is, and thank God for grace, because I don't know who was watching. And I know when I was really doing the mystery shopping videos, it was all kinds of people from the mystery shopping industry watching the videos. So now that has probably changed, but there probably are still some lurkers looking on. But anyway, so when I had did my mystery shop last week, it went like, I didn't forget to I kind of remember that day, that morning of that I was supposed to do it. So yeah, I guess you can say I did forget that. But but not only that, so I forgot that I was supposed to do it that morning, but I was able to like recover, get it done, that kind of thing. But then once I got it done, y'all, I forgot to do the report. So I was like, oh crap. I'm like, yeah, anyway, so it's not just me forgetting the shop. I'll do the shop, forget to do the report. So it's like, it's just too many red flags going on right now. Like, girl, you don't care about these people. like if you did, you would be on point with this if you really did. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have to. I had a little talk with myself today, and I'm probably gonna have to sit down and have another little talk with myself, because some of these easy shops, they are so doggone tempting. They are so doggone tempting, and they are so like easy to do. But I'm gonna have to sit down and have a talk with myself and be like, girl, I know they easy. I know they're easy to do, but they're easy to do for somebody who actually cares about doing them. And at this point in time, you don't really care. So you don't be doing them right. Okay. So, yeah, so I'm going to have to let them go and just kind of ignore it and let the easy shops go. But anyway, all right, let me see what other comments I have. And then, oh yeah, I got to give y'all my notary update. I'm like, where am I? And Ann Ken is telling April, hello. And then April says, I don't even know what the new me would look like. What do you mean you don't know what it'll look like? What do you want to do? What are like some goals that you have for yourself, April? Or what you want to see yourself doing in the future? And Ken said, oh my gosh, and Ken, we have this discussion maybe every other month. And I keep thinking you have done it. All right. So and Ken says, I keep saying I'm going to mystery shop. I need it to be really easy and worth my while. Some of them are the one, like, even like I said, this one that I'm doing now or whatever, or that I signed up for, these are like some of the easiest ones, and I can't really say, because since I'm forgetting about them. So I don't want to say what they are, but maybe next week or something I'll mention what it is. And right now they're not available, or they're pretty much gone. So, or yeah, maybe I'll say something about it next month. Because it's not a whole lot of them out there right now that I can see, but it should be, because we're at the beginning of the month. I'm surprised. I just realized that. But anyway, these are the most simple, easy shops. And if you've seen any of my mystery shopping videos, those kinds of shops are right up my alley. Not only now, what I do like, I like an easy shop, but what I like even more is an easy report. So the shop is easy, the report is super easy. And that's why I said, I know that. I know the shop is easy. I know the report is easy. And for me to still forget about it, like the shop should not take me more than 5 minutes of my time. The report should not take me 5 minutes of my time. So for me to not do the shop, or I won't say not do the shop, but for me to forget about the shop until like the last moment, the day of, and for me to forget to do the report, I was like, girl, that's why I said I had to have a talk with myself. Like, girl, this is so easy. This is so easy for you to be forgetting. So there's something else going on. Like you really, I won't say you really, I didn't want to do them, because I do like the benefits of it, okay, of doing it. But I just have more pressing issues going on. Other things that they just take precedence over it. And that tells me these shops are not as important. And it is not worth my time. And I know that sounds bad. Like, I don't mean that they're not worth my time in a bad way, but my time is just prioritized to something different. That's all I'm saying. Let's see. April, you stay laughing at me every daggone video. And Ken says, I did a few shops a long time ago, but I hated writing the thing. LOL. Yes, I feel you. I don't like that part either. And these shops, you don't even have to do any writing. Like literally 5 minutes. 5 minutes. And that's why I said, girl, you don't have 10 minutes to do this shop. You don't have 10 minutes to actually go to the shop, get the benefits of the shop, and then come back and write the report. I'm like, girl, you tripping. April says, I don't mind the report so much. April is a special kind. April is just, when she says she doesn't mind the reports, you are special, April, because I cannot stand a report that I really have to write, which is why I don't do some of the restaurant shops and stuff. April says, I just want to live safe and sound. That's it. No other no other goals than staying alive. Oh my gosh, April. You make it April, you make it seem like you live in the streets. Or like you live in a prison. Like, I'm just trying to make it day to day. Like, I'm trying not to get killed. I'm trying not to get shot. And but I feel you though. I mean, I'm trying to survive and make it from day to day too. But I also I don't know. There's certain things I would like to partake and participate in and enjoy, and like travel and that kind of thing. And if I don't do it, it's not like I would feel terrible for not doing it, like, oh, woe is me, I can't go on this trip or whatever. But yeah, I just want to travel, see the world, experience some things, only because as I travel, I just meet so many wonderful people and I learn so many different things. And so I love learning. So yeah, I'm like, and I'm very aware. It's like the more I learn, the more I realize what I don't know. And so that's why I'm like, if I can travel, there's so much out there. And I'm like, there's so much that I don't know that I would like to know, or just find out and discover about people and about cultures and, just different things and how other people live. So I don't know. That's just my thing. But anyway. All right, let me breeze through these few comments, and then I'm going to give you an update on the notary stuff, and then I'm going to give you an update on my personal as well. Ancan says, April, I heard that some people have a template for the reports and they just plug in the info. Yes, that is key to help you out. And then says, if you do certain shops enough, you will create templates. Yes. Good tips, y'all. April, you laughing at me again? And then she says, I do, because you always saying something crazy. I don't know what I said crazy. I don't know. I be keeping it real. But I think I'm keeping it real. And April says, I'm saving up for a 4-month cruise. So I guess I do have a goal. Hold on, you're going to take a cruise for 4 months? That's awesome. Or you're saying you're going on a cruise in 4 months. Either way, enjoy. That is awesome. I'm supposed to be going on a cruise later this month. Not this month, later this year, I should say. So I'm looking forward to that. All right, so we talked about mystery shopping, y'all. I'm slack-a-lacking when it comes to the mystery shopping. I'm not doing hardly anything, and even when I'm supposed to be doing something, I'm barely doing that. Okay. Notary stuff. I tell y'all this, I am so grateful and blessed to have my notary business. Now, also, once again, that is not at the forefront of my mind. I have not been doing what I'm supposed to be doing in my notary business. I've shared that with y'all as well, but I still get clients and customers, thankfully, and I still get a significant amount of money from the notary stuff without really having to put in a whole lot of effort. And right now, that is conducive for the things that I have going on. I keep saying, and I do want to do it. I keep saying I'm going to do more marketing and attract more of the clients that I want to attract. But thank you, God, that without me even doing the marketing, I'm attracting the clients that I really want to have, which are the higher dollar clients, like the type of work, like the apostille work or weddings and that kind of thing. Those usually generate more money for me versus me doing some of the other type of general notary work, or me running around and having to do loan signings and stuff. So I'm so grateful for that, but I could be doing more. I could be doing more. I could be doing more marketing. So I'm just grateful that without me marketing, I have generated that business. And some of it, I will say, is yes, I'm getting new clients, but also I'm getting repeat clients. So I think it is like the fact that I just did good work in the past, and now people are calling on me to come and do good work again in the future. I think, it's just a testament of me doing the good work before. And now I don't have to work I won't say work as hard, because I could be working harder, y'all. I really could. But I don't have the time and attention to do it. And part of the reason I don't have the time and attention is just I've shifted my focus from being in such of a hustle, go mode to now I am more focused on me and the things that I need to do to take care of myself. I won't say, I know the buzz term is like soft girl era. I am no way in form or fashion in any type of soft girl era, because I am waiting for it to be pampered and, all that kind of stuff. It is not that. I'm still having to work hard, but in the midst of me working hard, I am learning to slow down and take more time for me and myself, and taking care of myself, and just being respectful of the body and the things that I have, so that I can, still have them for a long time. That's all. So yeah, so that's what's going on with that. In terms of my regular business too, my office and everything, that is still a work in progress. And I say a work in progress just because on paper, like if I look at it on paper, we are on track to hit the goal that I have. Like, we are on track to increase our revenue compared to last year. We are on track to hit the goal that I have. We are a little off track of hitting what I call my stretch goal. Like, we would really have to stretch to hit that goal. And part of the reason we ain't hitting it, because you know your girl ain't stretched. I ain't I have not been stretching, okay? I have not been trying to stretch and reach that goal. So I definitely could be doing more in my business. And that's why I say God's grace, like my daddy don't play about me, y'all. He don't play about me. And I guess he realizes and recognizes that this is a season that I'm in where I do need a little bit more grace, and I do need a little bit more um time to rest. And in spite of that, he is still taking care of me, still providing for me. And the fact that we are hitting that goal, like my regular goal, not the stretch goal. Fact that at this mid-year point, we are at the point of we are on track to hit that goal is just amazing. And I know I have not been, I know that there's more that I can do. And honestly, I'm trying to be open in the season as well as reflective in the season to see what is God showing me. Because I know he's showing me something, and I don't know if it's just like putting more of my trust in him, because honestly, y'all, I have worked less in my business this half a year than, and I'm on track of working less in my business this half a year than I ever had. And I'm on track to make more money than I've ever made in my business. So yeah, I'm so grateful. Like I told y'all at the top of the video, like today I'm off till Monday. Today is my Friday. I don't have to go back to work till Monday, or we close down until Monday because of the holiday and that kind of thing. So, and then like next week I'm going to take some time off too, because I'm supposed to be going to a conference. But the fact that I have taken, like, y'all, taking this amount of, like, I used to be scared to take a day off because I did not know what was going to happen to the business. I didn't know if I was going to be able to like pay the monthly bills in the business. And the fact that I am taking 3 days off in a row in my business. Well, we're usually closed on Wednesdays anyway, but 3 days off. And I'm not worried. I'm not stressed. I'm not wondering, hey, are we going to have enough, to pay the bills? I don't know. I don't know exactly what I am, but other than me being grateful that I can even do that. And it's like, I'm just putting all my trust in him. I'm putting, all my cares and concerns in his hands. And I'm like, God got me. He gonna work it out. He's gonna take care of me. He's gonna provide for me. And I'm just so blessed, and I'm so thankful. And I tell you all the time, I'll be getting up here trying to talk about God, but God be showing up in my life in all kinds of ways. And just like I said, my daddy don't play about me. Okay, he loved me. In case y'all didn't know, he loves me. I don't know why he loves me so much, but he loves me. And he makes sure that I am taken care of in multiple ways. So I'm so grateful for that and what he's doing. So that's what's going on in the business. So I'm able to work less and make more. Like that sounds like crazy to me, but that's how God's math be mathing. It doesn't make sense, but it I don't know. It just works out. So I'm able to work less and make more. Now, I do need to be doing more. I do need to be doing more in the business. And when I say doing more, I don't mean like working. There are some things I need to take care of. And I think God about to be side-eyeing me like, girl, okay, I've been giving you these days of rest. I've been giving you these days of time off. But it wasn't just for you to just, do nothing. It's like it's for you to focus on this particular area where you told me you needed more time or whatever. So, yeah. So, yeah. I feel his side eye a little bit too. Like he loved me, but he be side eyeing me too. Like, okay, girl, stop playing. Use your time wisely that you have off and everything. But that's what's been going on. business wise. And let me see, I'm going to check these comments and then I'll give you a quick update personally as well on what's been going on. Y'all, this year has just been going by really, really quickly. And y'all, and I had some tips too for to share. And I realized I've been talking way too long about different things. Let me see. All right. So April said, also, it is a 4 months cruise. She says, yes, it's basically a cruise around the globe. So see, yeah, April, you do have goals. I don't know what you be talking about. Talking about you just want to survive day to day. And Ken says, wow, how can I be like you, April? Do some mystery shopping. That's what April says. Do some mystery shopping. April says, and Ken, I'm not even April, I'm not even trying to be like me. LOL, I could be doing so much better. See, and this is the thing. All of us can be doing so much better. And that's why I say we can't be like too hard on ourselves because we're doing the best that, well, hopefully, usually, we're doing the best that we can in the moment that we are in. Yes, we would like to strive and achieve other things. Yes, we know that maybe we could be a better version of ourselves, or we could have handled a particular situation differently, or we could have done something differently. I think we all know that. We all know that about ourselves and stuff like that. But I think now, if you don't know that, then that's a different story. I think if you have that self-awareness and you are just taking little steps to try to evolve into that person, but at the same time, being grateful for where you are right now is definitely helpful. That's what I was talking about at the beginning. It's like a delicate balance because yeah, if you swing one way too far, one way or the other, it's not a good look. April talking about, I am in my soft girl era. I do not want to work hard. I want to relax in the cool breeze. Go ahead with your bad self. I am not at that point yet. I am not at that point yet. My daughter is, this is her senior year of school, so she's going to be starting college soon. So, worrying about that. I won't say worrying, but, making sure we are going to be able to pay for that, different stuff with the business. I am not there yet. I am still waiting for that soft girl era lifestyle where I'm just pampered and catered to, and have no cares in the world whatsoever. Ancan says, y'all are amazing ladies to me. Thank you, Ancan. I love to hear about the wonderful things people are doing. Yeah, and you know what? And that's the thing. Even when I travel, I like hearing about what other people are doing because it just shows you that there's so much more out there. There's different ways to live your life. That doesn't mean like you have to live it that way that person is doing, but you can still be like inspired by that person and happy for that person, and just seeing them doing that can kind of like motivate and encourage you. Ankin says, running businesses and taking trips around the world. You are impressive. April says, you are impossible not to love. Well, thank you. I appreciate that so much. But it's been a process, y'all. Ankin says, shamefully. Oh, no, I haven't been writing. But I think you're saying, but I will this month. Yes, Ankin, remember what we talked about. Just do it. Get in the habit of doing it, too. She says, I have to do it. Both of my girls will be in college next month. Yes, and remember, that's what you said you wanted to do it for, is because since they would be in college. And I know it's been a while since I've talked about it, but just knowing your why, knowing why you're supposed to be doing something and focusing on something, that's what helps keep you focused, and that's what keeps you motivated. And maybe that's why, like I said, the mystery shopping, it's not taking precedence in my mind or in my life anymore, because it's no longer part of my why. At one point in time, my why for doing the mystery shopping was to get the extra money, pay off some of my loans, have some extra spending money for my family and stuff like that. Now I have that. And the mystery shopping is not part of that equation. So it's no longer like my why. So I think thank you for bringing that up though, Ann Ken, because that kind of helped me remember, like, yeah, maybe that's why I'm falling off with the mystery shopping. It's no longer like I don't have a why for doing it anymore. Other things have fulfilled that why or fulfilled the needs that I was trying to use mystery shopping for. So it's like now, yeah, I won't say I like doing it. It's easy to do. And just because something is easy to do, that doesn't mean you should be doing it. And maybe that's the lesson for me. Like just because it's easy, that doesn't mean that I should be doing it. And yeah, I'm gonna have to let these things go. All right. I had a couple of things I wanted to share with you. In addition, like I was supposed to give you a personal update, but I think as I talk about these 5 these 5 things that I'm going to be focused on, or what I have been reflecting on as we've hit the mid-year point, I'll get into some of my personal stuff. So even though the year is half over, oftentimes what we focus on is like, hey, I need a reset. Like I need to reset because I'm off track. I did not achieve what I said I was going to achieve come January 1st when I was all excited and half drunk from the New Year's Eve party that I was going to be doing this or whatever. I did not achieve it. I need a reset. But before you do a reset, I will challenge you to reevaluate and reassess the situation. And by that, I mean, like, what did you learn from the first half of the year? Like, even though you might not have operated completely or you might not have achieved completely the things that you wanted to achieve or done the things that you wanted to do, let's reevaluate and see, hey, what happened that caused me to get off track? What happened that went really, really well that I need to replicate and do again? And it's like, let's just reevaluate, reflect on what went right, reflect on what went wrong, so we can find ways to kind of avoid that going forward in the future. And then let's just reassess the situation. And I say reassess because sometimes you might find out like, hey, I thought it was going to go this way. I thought this was the path that I wanted to take, but in all actuality, this ain't it. Like, this is not it. I thought it was going to be this one thing, but I realized this is not what I like or what I want to do. So just reevaluating and reassessing. And then what I'm also doing, or what I'm also learning, is that I'm rediscovering. And that is one of the biggest things that I have been doing now. I have been rediscovering me, like who I am, what I like, the stuff that I enjoyed. So I know I talked to y'all about, like, I'm on this challenge to read 52 books in the 52 weeks of the year, y'all. I haven't even counted how many books I've done, but I'll have an update about that too. I know I'm probably not on track. I know I'm not on track, but anyway, but I have been just rediscovering things that I like and that bring me joy. Reading books for pleasure, reading books for business acumen, so that I can learn, reading self-development books to help myself grow and learn. I'm rediscovering that is what I liked. That is what brings me joy. And I got away from that just in the hustle and bustle of everyday life, of being, a wife, a mom, at one point in time, being a student, trying to get through optometry school, and then like being a new graduate and trying to get your first job, and then starting a job and, trying to be successful, and then being a new business owner and opening up a business, trying to be successful. I got away from the stuff like that brings me joy. So I'm rediscovering who I am, or who I would say who I've always been, in terms of when it comes to like books and just, geeking out and being a nerd. Like I am truly like a little nerd or whatever. And that's just who I am. And that's what brings me joy. And I've gotten away from that. I've gotten away from my nerdy tendencies, and I am going back to them, and I enjoy it. So that is what I have been rediscovering and relearning about myself. Also too, I have also been rediscovering too that what I thought my definition of success was actually like maybe society's definition of success. And so I am not only rediscovering, but redefining what success looks like for me. and working towards that. And part of that is like what I talked about, like in my business, like, working 5 days out of the week and maybe 5 to 6 days out of the week. Your girl don't like that. Your girl does not like that at all. So I'm more content with working 3, maybe 4 days out of the week. And then when I say working, I mean like actually having to physically go in to an office and stuff like that. Even though I know it's like taboo. Oh, she doesn't want to work. It's not that I don't want to work. I just don't want to work like that. Okay. I don't want to work like that. I feel like I have good work ethic, but yeah. Why do we have to work 5 days out of the week? Why do I have to work 40 hours a week or whatever? Even though I work more than 40 hours a week just working on things in my business. But yeah, I don't know. Society's definition of success and how you're supposed to achieve stuff, I'm realizing that don't fit me too well. Like it's not. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. And I'm trying to find ways where I can still be successful, but doing it in a way that is more comfortable and more fulfilling to me. So that's what I've also been rediscovering. And then lastly, the last that I have is just rewarding myself. And I have had to do that, or I had to take time to do that, because I was in such a mode of just hustle, go, go, go. I think I've talked about this before with me calling myself the goal digger. It's like, okay, once I achieve one goal, I'm on to the next goal. And then once I've achieved that goal, it's like, okay, what's next? Let me go after that. And I'm not taking time to kind of like reward myself or say, hey, girl, look what you were able to accomplish. Look what you did. Like just taking some time to kind of like pat myself on the back, toot my own horn, that kind of thing. And just actually take a minute to reflect, like, girl, look how far you come. Look at all the things you've achieved. And just rewarding myself and just being present in that moment and not being like, okay, all right, what's next? What's the next thing I need to do or whatever? All right, we hit that goal. We hit that milestone. Now it's on to the next thing. So I'm trying to reward myself. And that's why I say I'm going to just try and take care of myself even more. Whether it's like the self-care, making sure I'm getting my regular facials, making sure I'm getting my regular massages, that kind of thing. Whatever it is, I consider those little rewards to myself, just for all the hard work that I've done and that I put in, and just to show some appreciation to myself. Other thing is I have been working out and trying to bring sexy back. Okay. I'm trying to get back to the me that I recognize. Like, this is still me. I'm happy with my body. I'm happy. I'm content with it. But I know I can be doing other stuff, and I know I can be doing better things. And also too, when I visited my doctor, I don't want to be on medications and stuff like that. So it's some things I need to do to get my health in check, to make sure that I'm not on medication in the future. I don't want that. I'm not claiming that for myself. So I need to take better care of myself. And I realize I have neglected taking care of myself because I've been taking care of other people and being focused on other people. So rediscovering and that, hey, I got to focus on me a little bit. I got to be a little bit selfish and focus on me and my needs and what I need to do for myself so I can be the best and healthiest version of myself possible. So that's what I've been doing. And that kind of ties into my personal stuff, because I'm reading my books, I'm doing my exercise, and I'm doing my self-care. So I've done all of that from just, even though I need to hit a reset, I need to reset some stuff. But in the process of before I reset, I'm reevaluating, I'm reassessing, I'm rediscovering myself, as well as rewarding myself for the things I have been able to accomplish, even though I might have done it imperfectly. Like I said, I know Ann Cam mentioned, like, at the top of the year, you set New Year's resolutions and you don't achieve them. I'm still going to reward myself for the things that I was able to achieve. No, maybe even with, like, let's use, for example, like my book challenge. No, I might not. I know for sure I did not read 26 books so far. If I did, I'd be really surprised. But whatever I did read, I'm going to reward myself for it, because 2 years ago, it was a struggle for me just to get through 3 books in a year. So I know I've read more than 3 books this year. So I'm just going to reward myself. So it's like, I'm not going to beat myself up like, hey, you did not hit your goal of reading 26 books in 26 weeks or whatever. But am I better than I was 2 years ago? Heck yeah. Heck yeah, I am. So I'm going to celebrate that and just reward myself for what I was able to accomplish. Okay. So that's what I have. All right. So I see there's some comments. Let me go through the comments, and then let me take a sip too, because I've been talking so much, and then I'm going to wrap it all up. And I hope this was helpful to you. I know it was me. I put candid conversations because I'm just going to be talking candidly. Like, I knew I was just going to be talking candidly tonight about what's been going on, what I've been up to. All right. Ann Ken says, yep, I have to do what you brought up about the people on Instagram. I lost my notes though. Shameful. Okay. I forgot what I said about the people on Instagram. But Ann Ken, so I know I did not send you that video. What ended up happening is, I think I waited too long. I waited too long to send it to you, and then it gets deleted after like a certain amount of time. So when I did finally remember, and then I went back to it, I was like, oh, the video ain't here no more. So, I'm sorry, Aunt Ken. That was totally my fault. Okay. So I apologize about that. But I don't know what I told you about the people on Instagram. Oh, I do know. Yes, you definitely need to do that. See, it comes back to me. I'm like, what I told you about Instagram. But anyway, y'all. Okay, so I think I'm going to do it for a side. Thank you, Aunt Cam, for bringing that up, because I think I'm going to do this for Side Hustle Saturday. So y'all, I'm probably going to have a Side Hustle Saturday video. I'm going to just put that out there. It hasn't been definitive, but I think I'm going to do it. Because I was talking with one of my coaching clients, and we were going over like this marketing strategy that I was suggesting to them. And I was like, girl, this thing is a bomb strategy. And I think I'm going to share it. So I think I'm going to do it at Side Hustle Saturday. And it's just a marketing strategy that you can incorporate in if you're trying to get new clients, if you're trying to if you got something new that you're just trying to showcase to the world, or attract, or you're trying to attract new clients to your business and stuff like that, you will definitely get some takeaways from this. I was on one in that coaching session, and I'm hoping, if this client is listening, I'm hoping they putting all that to good use, because I was like, I hope all my brain power is not going to go to waste. But I said, I'm going to do a video to share with everybody, and not just with that one coaching client. So I'm going to probably do that on Side Hustle Saturday. So be on the lookout for that. All right. And thanks, Ann Cam, for that comment. That reminded me. So April says, I do 4 days, 12 to 13 hours a day. I need my 3-day weekends. Okay, I'm not Ann Cam, April. I'm sorry. Those are long days, though. Jeez. Okay. But you got to do what you got to do. Make it happen. I find like the fact that we're off we're closed on Wednesdays, I find that that's really good. I feel like I can't, I know this is going to sound bad, y'all. Please don't judge me, y'all. I feel like whenever I work more than 2 days consecutively, I need a break. I need a break. So the fact that we are closed on Wednesdays is very ideal for me, that I can do those 2 days, and then I know I got a break coming up, and then I can do the other 2 days, and then I have a 2-day weekend and stuff like that. But yeah, and I know that I will say this. I know this about myself. Usually, when I'm working on something, I have like my most energy at the beginning of the week. If you hit me up, if you really want me to do something like after Wednesday, Thursday, you're not getting the best of me. Like, my creative juices and stuff like that has definitely dwindled. And also I realized too The morning time is best for me. Anything like, honestly, I don't know why we work 8-hour days. I really don't. Or 8 12-hour days. Anything after 1 o'clock, my peak prime hours are between like 9 and 1. And like I'm like going on full cylinders. Like, I have the most energy. I feel the most, I won't say creative. I don't know. I just feel better during those times, especially if I've gotten a good night's sleep or whatever. But after like 1:30, I'm just trying to get through the day. I am really just trying to get through the day. So if I was ever to work more than 2 consecutive days at a time, yeah, it'll probably have to be a half day, because I know I am not at my best or at peak performance when I work more than 2 consecutive days. Like I said, anything after Wednesday or Thursday, you're not getting the best of me, and I can tell that my energy has dwindled. And I think it's just because it's just so many things assaulting you throughout the week and stuff that you're dealing with. All right. So Ann says, I used to work 3 days a week. It was, she says, it was awesome. I was able to spend more time with my babies. Yes. And hopefully the workforce, maybe it'll shift, because yeah, it's just too much. April says, yes, self-care is so important. It is. Okay. Oh, I knew what you was talking about, April. And then Ann says, I wish I could do more for myself, but my salary sucks. Remember what we talked about though, Ann, about finding ways to get more money. And I think it's just like being creative in order to kind of like find ways to get more money without, like overworking yourself. But there might be a season, I will say this, there might be a season where you are going to have to kind of like hustle to get some extra money, just like my season was when I was really hustling with the mystery shopping and that kind of stuff. But it might just be for a season. And after that, you can be living your soft girl era, just like April, just like April is doing, and cruising around the world. Okay. Ann says, reset. I like that. Thank you. And then I'm going to look at these really quick. Excuse me. April says, sure there are free things you can do. Go to a museum, go to the fancy part of town, and take a walk and enjoy the fancy scenery. Are you talking to me or Ann? In terms of, I'm thinking you're talking to Ann in terms of what she can do for herself. Yes, and that's what I said. Get creative in terms of generating more money, as well as what April just pointed out. Get creative in terms of the things that you can do. So you got to look past the traditional, what people consider traditional fun things to do, and find other ways to kind of get it when your funds are limited. And that's where, and literally, I know I've shared this. This is where like the mystery shopping came in. It's like, I still want to do stuff. I still want to participate in stuff, especially those hotel shops. Like, I still want a good experience at this nice hotel that I would not pay for. I would not pay for on my own. Okay. At all. Like, we're gonna go right over there to the Holiday Inn. Yes, I wanted some experiences, and that's what the mystery shopping kind of helped me do as well. Ann says, it's okay, I just have to find my notebook. Okay, thank you for being understanding. And then she said, oh, thank you. She says, you are so good at coaching. Thank you. I appreciate it. April says, I'm a night owl. I don't look for me at 9 a.m. I will not be there. That is fine. I know I just do better in the morning. Other people do better at nighttime, but the morning, yeah. And literally, I'll plan out my schedule that way. Like, if I really need to be focused or I really need to be creative, I'm going to do my stuff in the morning. Now, if I know I have to stay up late and I have to get stuff done, usually the tasks that are like, I won't say mundane, but don't require like a lot of brain power of me, or that are just like repetitious, I'll do those kinds of things. And it might be something as simple as like washing clothes. Like, I need to wash my clothes. Like, I'm not going to try and be washing my clothes. I'm not going to be trying to use my good energy washing my clothes first thing in the morning, because I need to use that for the hard stuff that I need to tackle, and like the creative stuff that I need to come up with. Like, if I'm trying to think of a marketing campaign or whatever, I'm not about to do that in the morning time when I need my best and most creative energy. I'm going to do that in the evening when I know the day has drained me, I'm more tired, but I don't have to think too much. Like, you just put the clothes in, like I separated them, by the colors, throw them in, put them in there, wash, put them in the dryer. I'm going to be, or if I need to fold up clothes, I'm going to be doing those kinds of tasks that don't require a whole lot of brain power in me, or even if it might be cleaning. And when I say cleaning, it might just be like wiping down the counters in the kitchen and like sweeping the floor in the kitchen or something like that. That it's not going to be like I need to organize my closet, because with that, I got to be, I got to think a little bit more. I got to think a little bit more like, okay, what do I need to throw out? What do I need to keep? That kind of thing. It's going to be stuff that does not require my brain power. And I make sure that tasks that need more of my brain energy, I'm doing them during the times where I have more energy and I feel better about about myself, I guess I should say. Ann says, April, you're right. I need to get my hair done and stuff that costs. I'm not good at doing those kinds of beauty things, unfortunately. I wasn't like that either. Like, I didn't really care if I got my nails done. And I did like get my feet done. I had to get my feet done, but I up until maybe like a year ago, I just started, maybe a little bit more than a year, I just started getting my nails done. But I always would get my feet done. But like my hair, I always do it myself. Like even now, I still do my hair myself or whatever. It's certain things that I don't care about either. But I find more economical ways to do it and still look good, so to speak. And not spend my money, not spend a whole lot of money. Y'all, if y'all knew me in real life, and my friends know, I'm not spending a whole lot of money on anything. Now I'll make it look like $1 million. Well, maybe not $1 million, but it's gonna look doggone good. But I ain't spend a whole lot of money on it at all. And April says, I was talking to Ann Can. No worries. And April says, thanks to mystery shopping, I only do 5-star hotels. Girl, that is good. Yes, once you get treated nice and you see it, you be like, But if it's my coinage going towards it, now I will. I joke and said maybe it's like the Holiday Inn. I might, I'm gonna splurge a little bit, and pay a little bit money. But some of those, I'm like, yeah, you won't find me not on my dime unless I know I'm getting reimbursed. And then Ken says, all right, April. And April says, funny enough, I'm actually a morning person in them 5-star hotels. I be eating breakfast too. Yes, I'm taking advantage of everything. Like, let me get that. And then Ken says, I love it, April. All right, so that was pretty much all I had. Yeah. That was all I had, especially since I ran over. Like I said, I hope this was helpful for y'all. I hope y'all do. Before you do a reset for the new year, the second part of this year, make sure you are reassessing and reevaluating and rewarding yourself for the things that you have been able to accomplish. Even if you didn't hit all your goals, even if you didn't hit all your milestones, still reward yourself for what you did. You are further ahead than you were last year or at the beginning of the year. So reward yourself for what you were able to accomplish. And then once you've reassessed, reevaluated, be like, this is what worked. This did not work. This is what my downfall was. Every time I do this, this is what happens. And I need to make sure I avoid that. Once you've done all that reassessing, then hit that reset button and start the second half of this year off with a new mindset, renewed goals, and just go after all your dreams and anything that you want to achieve and accomplish. Okay. All right. Take care, everyone. Until next time. And yes, and like I said, I'll probably see y'all on Saturday. All right. Good night.